Section 26. Views on Evolution. Powell was inevitably an evolutionist, fully convinced of the gradual development of the existing order of things from an earlier order. He maintained, however, that organic evolution, as ordinarily understood, should be limited to progress in bodily organs and functions, and that human evolution is progress in culture, in which such phrases as the struggle for existence and the survival of the fittest have no application. Yet to natural evolutionary processes he ascribed the development of all mental qualities, with their marvelous progress from the lower to the higher, among which, quote, "the wonder of wonders is the transfiguration of selfishness into love," end quote. Human Evolution, Transaction of Anthropological Society of Washington, 2, 1883, page 208. He repeatedly returned to the insufficiency of the struggle for existence in human development. Quote, "In anthropic combinations, the units are men, and men at this stage are no longer passive objects but active subjects, and instead of man being passively adapted to the environment, he adapts the environment to himself through his activities. This is the essential characteristic of anthropic evolution. Adaptation becomes active instead of passive. It has been shown that man does not compete with the lower animals for existence. In like manner, man does not compete with man for existence. For by the development of activities, men are interdependent in such a manner that the welfare of one depends upon the welfare of others. And as men discover that welfare must necessarily be mutual, egoism is transmitted into altruism, and moral sentiments are developed which become the guiding principle of mankind. So morality repeals the law of the survival of the fittest in the struggle for existence, and man is thus immeasurably superior to the beast. In animal evolution, many are sacrificed for the benefit of the few. Among mankind, the welfare of one depends upon the welfare of all, because interdependence has been established." End quote. The Three Methods of Evolution, Bulletin of the Philosophical Society of Washington, 6, 1883, 48, and 50. Again, quote, "The struggle for existence between human individuals is murder, and the best are not selected thereby. The struggle for existence between bodies of men is warfare, and the best are not selected thereby. The law of natural selection, which Darwin and a host of others have so clearly pointed out as the means by which the progress of animals and plants has been secured, cannot be relied upon to secure the progress of mankind. There are always too many plants born. There are always too many animals born. There are not too many human beings born into the world in the lands of the highest civilization, because the earth is not now, and never has been, filled with men to the limit of its capacity. The great majority are not, therefore, killed off in the struggle for existence, and there is not a small remnant of the best preserved to continue human existence and secure human progress." End quote. From Competition as a Factor in Human Evolution, American Anthropology, 1, 1888, pages 303-304. He continues to insist on this point, quote, "When during late years the processes and methods of biotic evolution were clearly set forth by a host of biologists, and the theories successfully applied to all biologic sciences, it was discovered as inevitable that the same laws must apply to man as an animal. but their application was carried beyond the limits of truth. Man, as a being superior to the lower animals, was supposed to have made progress by the same laws, by the survival of the fittest. No error in philosophy could be more disastrous. And yet this statement is widely accepted. In the anthropic kingdom, evolution of arts is by invention and the selection of the labor-saving. Evolution of institutions is by invention and the selection of the just. Evolution of language is by invention and the selection of the thought-saving. Evolution of opinions is by invention and selection of the true. Human Evolution, Transaction, Anthropological Society of Washington, 2, 1883, page 207. Quote, "The laws of biotic evolution do not apply to mankind. There are men in the world so overwhelmed with the grandeur and truth of biotic evolution that they actually believe that man is but a two-legged beast whose progress in the world is governed by the same laws as the progress of the serpent or the wolf, and so science is put to shame. That which makes men more than beast is culture. Culture is human evolution, not the development of man as an animal, but the evolution of the human attributes of man. Culture is the product of human endeavor. The old grows into the new, not by natural selection, but by human selection." Proceedings of the American Society for the Advancement of Science, 38, 1889, pages 4 and 5. End of section 26.